pressure on the kick. And the kick is good.
G'day guys, welcome to Milestones with Matty de Boer. We've got Michael Johnson here, playing his 150th game this week. Huge achievement. Happens to be in a derby as well. Jono, how are you feeling leading into round one, mate?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous going into the game this week. Also being round one against the Eagles and being my 150th, but pretty excited as well. And I've been waiting for a long time, the whole pre-season, and yeah, can't wait to get out there with the boys and show the AFL community what we got.
You were recruited in 2004, mate, from Perth. What were your first impressions of the club?
Well, I'm one of the lucky ones. I was a Dockers supporter when I was growing up, so it was pretty good for me knowing the players and I guess the coaching staff and that. But also the year before, I came down and tried out for the rookie list. So I was down here for about 4 weeks trying out for that. So you know, got to know the boys pretty well, and then yeah, the year after I was lucky enough to be drafted by Fremantle. And
what were your skinnies when you first got to the club?
Yeah, they were about 90, in the 90s, mate, and I was weighing about 103, 102 kilos back then.
And who's been your most memorable teammate and why?
Yeah, there's been a few characters over the last few years, but yeah, Jeff Farmer's a different character. You know, on field he's an angry little ant, but and gets under the skin of a number of other players, opposition, and also the supporters. But behind closed doors, he's a funny character, and he looks after you and he jokes around, and so yeah, he had a really good character around the club.
You've had number 37 on your back for your whole career. What's the reason behind that? Any significance?
No, it was the number that I was given when I first started, and I know there was a couple of times I had the opportunity to change my numbers, and I know one time when Troy Cook retired, the guys upstairs come and asked me if I wanted to take it, but I guess I grew and felt I grew with the number 37 and felt really close to it. So if I'm going to last here a few more years, I wouldn't mind. I wanted to keep the number, so now my name's on the locker, and I can't complain, mate. So yeah, it's 37, and yeah, I will never change.
Sylvia, good tackle, Johnson. Ran him down.
These next couple of questions, mate, are under the category of what were you thinking? So it's round 4, 2005. Fremantle's playing Richmond at the MCG, and Matthew Carr's just been withdrawn due to illness. What were you thinking?
Yeah, because I only found out the morning of the game, and so I sort of had a really good sleep the night before. Only finding out in the morning of the game, but it just happened so quick, mate. I was on the phone to my mum and my old man, and just letting them know I was playing my first game. So nervous, goosebumps, and it just happened so quick. And then running onto the MCG, it's one of those things that you always wanted to do when you're a young kid, and I was lucky enough to do it on my first game. Pity we didn't come away with the 4 points, but to have my first game on the MCG was I'll keep close to my heart, and it's something special.
The next one, mate, is a picture question, and it is what were you thinking here?
Yeah, that's the curly locks. I grew back in I reckon it was about 2005, 2006. So yeah, I don't know, mate. I was just going through the stage that what shouldn't I just grow my hair and just see what I can do with it. But yeah, have a look at it.
One of your nicknames around the club is Spanky Johnson. Can you explain the significance of that?
Yeah, when I first started, Dion Woods started calling me Spanky Johnson, and a lot of people think it's a dirty sort of nickname, but it's from a movie called Life, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and it's a scene where they're all sitting around on the logs and that, and someone comes along and Spanky Johnson. It was just a little scene, and then I remember Duffy was watching the movie on the plane last year. He's just sitting there cracking up at that scene and then yeah, it's just a name from a movie, so yeah, it's stuck around.
Give space around that option. Good smother from Johnson. Jetta. Oh, double smother from Johnson. Excellent work. Can he get up again and go for the three? And the Fremantle crowd are pretty pumped with that.
The Indigenous boys like to call you the voice because you're the Indigenous advisor for WA. First off, explain that and how significant and important is that to you?
Yeah, it's just just like a leadership role that is through the Indigenous players. So we had the Indigenous camp over the pre-season, and we had to get another one to stand up and I guess be seen over in WA, and I was happy enough to put my hand up, and so there was a vote from all the players at the camp, and I was the player that got the vote. So
in three years, mate, it's possible that you might take over Tony Grover's record for the most games played by an Indigenous player. How does that feel, and how filthy do you reckon Grovesy will be once you beat him?
Yeah, it'll be something special. To play one game is something special in my heart, but to play 200, it'll mean the world to me. And with Grosy, he's an angry man all the time, so I don't think he'll be happy with it. But he's a good friend of mine, and he's been a great servant to the club, and for him to make 200 from the rookie list is a big achievement for him. And I don't think if I do pass it, I don't think I'll hold it for too long, mate. I think Stephen Hill will go straight past that.
He's on track, isn't he?
He is on track.
You're a very modest player, mate, and a true leader around this club. I know I love playing footy with you. Thanks for joining me today, and all the best this week.
Thank you.
A hurried snap into the goal square, almost the mark, free kick to Johnson, advantage goal! Listen to the crowd. Fremantle are back in front.